Hello glampers and campers. Haven't been out for a while, been busy on the farm, starting to get cabin fever. So today I thought I would do a wee quick rundown of the cooking systems that I use. This is my mess bag. I normally bring it on glamping trips. Certainly depending on where you're going, what you're doing, will depend on what kit, cooking or otherwise, you bring with you. I'm not going to bring a bushcraft wood burning stove up a mountain. I'll bring a pocket rocket, MSR, something like that there. But yeah, I'll give you a quick overview of what I use, and you can make up your own minds whether or not you want to add it to your kits. Bearing in mind that if you're new to wild camping, thinking of taking it up, there's just so many different brands, different types, different systems, different fuels, etc, etc, etc. I predominantly use the Bushcraft Essentials wood burning stove because I'm usually in a forest somewhere. Failing that, I would use a wee Crusader Mark 1 Meths or a wee Trangia. And if push comes to shove, I'll use a wee gas pocket rocket. So let's have a wee look around and see what's in the bag.
I hope you're ready for action. I hope you're ready for action. I hope you're ready for action.
So that's the contents of the bag emptied out. I give myself 4 different types of options using 3 different types of fuels. So at the foreground there you can see a little pocket rocket gas stove. To the left of that is just the Trangia Meths. In the background there you can see the Crusader Mark 1 Meth stove, and still in its little pouch the Bushcraft Essentials wood burning stove, which to be fair I tend to use the most for the simple reason I'm usually in the woods, etc, etc, on wild camps. I'll go through each one individually and we'll cook up a bit of a fry up and on each one, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so first one we'll look at is the little pocket rocket. These are very cheap. This is not a branded one, it's a Chinese knockoff. I did take a chance buying it, but I've had it for 3 years now, hasn't let me down yet. Light, and you can buy the little different types of gas sizes, etc. for it. Usually used for up the mountains as light weights and will certainly satisfy all your cooking needs. It's a brew, cooking up your boil of the bags usually, or if you want to go full gourmet, it's certainly capable of it. It is ignited by using a little ignition system, an electronic ignition system, which I thought was quite handy. I'll just show you that now. So I'll turn the gas on. There's the hiss, and then that's it. As simple as that. Pan goes on the top, sausages in. So what I'll actually do is I'll put some oil in that there and we'll start the sausages. There's some oil. There we go. We'll give that a bit of a heat up. I'll put you more into frame. There we go. Again, very easy one that. Just turn your gas on at your regulator, give it a wee click, and off she goes. And certainly if you're up the mountains you will have an option if you're cooking outside of your your vestibule, you might want to get a little windshield to go around it. They're very cheap, couple of quid. So let that heat up for a minute or two. I don't even have it on full whack. I'll just do these sausages sort of slowly. Here, get on, there we go. So pop these on. There we go, sizzling already. As I say, I'll be using each of the cooking systems that I use throughout to cook my breakfast brunch. What time is it now? 11 o'clock. Brunch, I suppose. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the next one I use is the Crusader Mark 1. And what you see in the bottom of it, at the base of it, is stove rope. So tip of the day. Stove rope, you get it round the seal of ovens, old ovens and stuff like that there. You can also buy it in the hardware, various girths. But cut a length of that and wind it round, soaks up the meths nicely, and gives you a nice bloom. So what I want to do, I'm going to stick some meths into that, and we'll carry on the sausages on that. It also comes, that Crusader kit, you have the cooking bit at the bottom there, and just above that there you have, oops, steel mug for putting a brew in, soup, cup of soup, noodles, whatever. Very handy. And it also comes in with a water bottle, a 3/4 litre water bottle too. So very, very handy. So what I'll do now is basically just put some meths in it, and we'll carry on with the cooking. Really must get myself proper meths fuel bottle. I had one but I've left it somewhere, which wouldn't be like me. So we give that a bit of a soaking with meths. There we go. Simple as that. Meths quite cheap. Depends where you go. If you buy it in bulk, it works out cheaper. That is an outlet. I'll just pop on the pan. Apologies for the dogs. They get awfully excited over nothing really. So the next one we'll use will be the Bushcraft Essentials Wood Burning Stove XL. So out of its pouch, as you can see it's flat, and to construct, it just folds out, pops down there, give it a bit of a shake, sorted. Nice wee hinge system, open little doorway there for the feed the fuel in, just a little twigs and sticks. Bottom is the ash pan, and draws in there from there. So basically what you're left with after cooking is just a fine layer of ash, and all you do is just sprinkle it onto the ground as it were to good. Now at the top of that there's a couple of trivets go in here, and the bio at the top. So I'll throw those on now. Trivets are handy actually if you want to lift it and move it. This way they just slide into and put it around here. And there. You can put these through any of the openings here just for carrying it. I usually put it up. Well, actually what I will do, I'll actually put it in here because I'm going to put my little Trangia stove in there. Show you the versatility of this system. And put this one through here as well. And pop that in there. There we go. And the other cooking system that I use, come on dog, move, This little boy over here, a little trangia, screws off. Take the lid off. Again, stove rope. It just sits nicely in there. Adjust it, there we go. And again, you can, instead if you have no wood, but you want a windshield, pour your mess in, and off you go. And you have your little lid here to control the amount of burn. So it'll just pop on the top there, and then to extinguish, just close the lid. Nice wee bit of kit. Of course, can all be used on its own. Just set that on the ground, a couple of tent pegs around it, set your pot top. Simple, great wee piece of kit. I always bring it as a backup. So close that up, and we'll get the wood burner going. The thing is about these here, they do end up charred. Obviously they don't warp and whatnot because of the quality of the steel. What you pay for, they are quite expensive, mind you, for what they actually are. But you buy cheap, you buy twice, as the saying goes. Just slap that in there, and that one in there. There. So I'm going to set the pan. My sausages are on the go. I'll get this bad boy started up and let you see it going. See what I mean? See what I mean, do I? So there we have the sausages on the wood burning stove, sizzling away nicely. Kettle's boiling in the background. So we got a brew on here, and I'll fire on with the rest of the breakfast. Or brunch rather. Don't really need that much wood to keep it going. Once you get your initial burn, it's just a matter of letting it die down if you want stuff to simmer, or if you want steak to be pan fried reasonably quickly, and just get a nice flame going there. But as I say, great, doesn't scorch the ground, and all the ash is collected inside it to be scattered afterwards. Great wee piece of kit. Now for the bacon. As you can see, the fire has died down a little bit, so it's just simmering away nicely there. But just to keep it going, you just add another little stick. Easily regulated. So, grab an egg here, see if there's anything. Don't have to do. Oh, close you up. Good girls. Is there anybody on this side? Nope, these are no good. You're for the pot. So, the brew's done. The bacon and sausages are sizzling away nicely. Nice little heat coming off the stove. So I'm going to stick the eggs on now and get tore into this bad boy. I am famished. And there we go. Breakfast for a wild camper. And what is the best piece of kit? It's the kit that you have with you at the time. Give yourself a few options. Hope I've covered some ideas for you.